I think this is a topic that everyone's going to be really interested in. So what's the post-MBA salary? Hey folks, this is Young from Career School. Many of you already know that I talk about career development as well as getting an MBA here in the US on my channel, right? But I never actually explained about what an MBA is. So today, I actually created a slide just for you guys so that I can explain what an MBA is. By the way, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and also like this video as it really helps me create more content like this. Let's dive into the slide. Agenda, this is what we're going to be covering. What's an MBA? What do MBAs learn? Who are MBA students? What do they do post-MBA? Blah, blah, blah. And then who are the companies that hire most of the MBAs and everything? So let's jump right into the content. So what's an MBA? So MBA actually stands for Master of Business Administration. So unlike other master's degree like accounting and everything, we or MBA provide a wide variety of courses that you can select from so that you can learn any kind of stuff within the business kind of family. It kind of covers various areas of business administration, just like I said. So there are going to be a lot of different ways that you can learn, but like marketing, finance, and all these kind of stuff are included in an MBA course. And MBAs offer different concentrations. Concentration, what does concentration mean? So concentration basically is something that you kind of major in when you're in an MBA. So I concentrated in marketing, operations, and data analytics when I was back in UNC. And you can basically choose whatever concentration you want to. Yeah, and so what are the types and length of an MBA? Obviously, there's going to be so many types of MBA, especially recently with all the different situation. But I think one of the most popular one is probably going to be the full-time MBA, which I graduated from. It's the traditional 2-year MBA that we have here in the US. There are also part-time MBAs, online MBAs, and executive MBAs for more senior folks and also like global MBAs and other kind of stuff. But there are just like so many of them, so I can't really list everything here. So how long does an MBA take? So full-time MBA, it's usually 2 years. I know in Europe, they kind of offer 1-year MBA for, full-time. But I think in the US, it's kind of, standard that they offer 2-year time for a full-time MBA. And part-time MBAs, online MBAs might be slightly different. But I think it's kind of okay to think that, a full-time MBA is around 2 years. So what do MBAs learn? As I said in the beginning, there are multiple things MBAs learn, starting from finance, marketing, ops. Like these are the stuff that I kind of just listed out, but obviously there's going to be so many other things. For example, I was in an improv class in my second year, and there's also entrepreneur classes. There are also like real estate classes. So it just really depends on the school and also what the program is kind of offering. One unique thing for an MBA, I think, that differs from all the other, master degrees is that MBAs also offer leadership courses for, people because we think leaders are not born, but raised. Who are MBA students? MBA Class Profile, age range 21 to 35. It's a huge wide range here. So average age is 28 and the median age is 29. So once you do get into an MBA, like 23, 24, 25-year-olds, really unique to see. I think most of the people I kind of hang out with were around in like 28, 29, almost 30 were people who I actually hang out with a lot back when I was in UNC. And you would see a lot of folks who are in their early 30s, I think, or in their late 20s. Obviously, there's going to be outliers as well, like who's 21-year-old or who's like 40-year-old as well. And then the other MBA class profile is the average work experience. So when I was doing some research, post-undergrad average work experience was around 4 years and 3 months. That's 51 months of work experience. after graduating from an undergrad. Female enrollment was around 38%, little less than 40%. And which I'm always interested in is the international enrollment is around 30%, and it's very and it reflects to what I was experienced when I was back in UNC for my full-time MBA. So, what are some industries that MBAs come from? Good question. So, obviously, tech is one big industry, consulting, manufacturing, and private equity and venture capital are the industries a lot of the MBAs are coming from the pre-MBA industries. So what are the industries that MBA go into post-MBA? Very similar, but tech was a huge one. Consulting was another one. And then financial services was the third option. A lot of my friends went into either tech or consulting. So, it's a too big industry that's really, famous or popular these days. I think this is a topic that everyone's going to be really interested in. So what's the post-MBA salary? So increase in salary post-MBA versus pre-MBA was around $37,000. That's a lot. And if you, calculate that in a percentage, it was 50% increase in salary post-MBA versus pre-MBA, which is huge. But the other piece was that what's the median post-MBA salary? So that is $115,000. So if you are someone who graduated from an MBA going into one of those, popular industries, it's very highly likely that you would be getting a six-figure salary after graduating from a reasonable MBA program. So how do I get into an MBA? Would be a reasonable next question. So number one is work experience. MBA is usually for students who do have work experience, who want to kind of learn more about business. So as I said in the beginning, there's, MBAs usually have around 4+ years of experience. So, that's that. And then GMAT. GMAT is a exam that all the MBAs have to take to get into. So GMAT or GRE. I took the GMAT. I hated it. GPA, undergrad GPA is also required when you are applying for one. And then lastly, essays. You basically have to write multiple essays for, getting into one program. I think I wrote around average 3 essays per school that I applied for. So yeah, if you multiply that by whatever school number that you are thinking of is going to be the number of essays that you will end up writing. Also, who's hiring most MBAs? A big chunk of it is tech companies, the FANGs, Microsoft, Amazon, Google were the ones who are highly ranked in this category. And then traditionally, consulting companies are the ones who hire a bunch of MBAs as well. So, McKinsey, I think, was number 1 in this list. BCG, Bain, Deloitte, all these kind of big consulting firms were also in that list when I was, doing this research. Do you need an MBA? Obviously, it's just kind of hard to tell, but you will know if you would need an MBA or not. Honestly, I think it's more of a want versus than a need. I feel like I did not really have a good understanding of what MBA is and what I can expect from. I don't regret getting an MBA because it was an awesome experience. Obviously, it was a lot of investment, but I think it was worth it. So think through it when you are thinking of getting an MBA. But I personally think that people who are a good fit for MBA is those people who are smart, who wants a upgrade in their life or in their career, but don't really know what to do. I think I was one of those people who didn't really know what to do. So, but I figured it out once I came to MBA. It's just a good 2 years time to reflect back on your life and just, see what you want to do. And there's a lot of opportunities once you do come in. So if you're like me, you probably not regret going into an MBA program. Yeah, so that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, people who are watching this video, they're going to be thinking about like which MBA programs or like is MBA right for me. So if you do, please leave a comment around like what MBA programs you are thinking of. Is it full-time MBA? Is it like part-time MBA? Is it online MBA? Just like make sure you leave a comment so that I can reply back to you to give you more feedback. Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more content like this. Thank you so much.